Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ilian in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Daniel. Daniel is from Norway, but he lives in Liverpool, in England, in the UK. So let's see what Daniel has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello, Daniel. How are you?
I'm good. This
So
is
tell me,
fun.
how was your day today?
Good. Haven't done much, but it's been all right.
Tell me, what has been the highlight of your day today?
I don't know. I went to the gym and I did some TikTok live streaming. That's pretty much it.
And what was the topic of your live on TikTok today?
No, I generally I just sort of go live and play guitar, and if people want to ask questions, learn a bit about guitar and stuff, they're welcome to just ask away. You know,
Tell me where you're from, Daniel.
I'm from Norway,
Where's about?
in from Oslo.
Amazing. Born and raised?
Yeah, yeah. I lived a year. No, the first 3 years of my life I lived in San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
But I was born in Oslo, and then my parents moved over, like right after I was born. And
I
then
see.
after that, just
But your parents, they're Norwegian.
my dad is half Norwegian and half American. So
I
his
see.
mom moved over to the US, and then he moved back to Norway.
So tell me, what's the biggest joy of living in Oslo, in your opinion?
Huh? I don't know. It's everything's a bit slower, you know. I mean, you live in the UK, right?
Yeah, in London, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot over here. I live in Liverpool, and it's everything is just like all the time, you know. I think I don't know. Everything's a bit cleaner, you know.
Uh-huh.
Everything there's not a lot of trash on the road. There's a bunch of parks, you know. Outdoors life is great. You can just sort of go out and sort of do whatever you want, you know.
So you're based in Liverpool right now or not? You lived before in Liverpool.
No, no, I'm based in Liverpool. I've lived here for 4 years now.
And
So
why live?
well, I came over to study at LIPA, the music school Paul McCartney founded, and
Wow,
then I sort of just stayed after that.
amazing. And you plan to stay there for a long while or not?
And for the time being, I don't have any plans of moving anywhere else.
You became already a proper Scouser?
Ah, I think Scousers will disagree. Yeah, it takes a lot to become one of them. It takes a lot of time.
Right, let's start the interview talking about your career as a musician, as a guitarist. So tell me how everything started.
Well, how I started playing guitar?
How did you start your career?
I don't remember what it was, but my parents took when I was 15. My parents, well, I had guitar lessons for like a couple weeks when I was 12.
Yep.
And then because of that, there was a guitar in the house. But then I sort of gave up on that. And when I was 15, I don't remember what it was, but I got grounded for one reason or another. And my parents were like, okay, cool. No computer, nothing. So I was just stuck in my room the entire day. And there was a guitar on the wall. And I was like, I'm bored. Might as well learn something.
Uh-huh.
And then I learned how to play Hurt by Johnny Cash. And then it sort of just snowballed from there. So now I'm right here. I'm sitting and looking at seven guitars, you know.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think when you know your passion, when you find out about your passion, like early age, I think the best way is just to to put all your energy, put all your time for it, and that's how it
Yeah.
starts for sure.
No, I
Amazing.
think I started a lot later than most people who go like guitar career. You know, most people start when they're like 7 or 10 or 12. So I was pretty late to it, if I'm being honest. But I think that's been a benefit for me in a certain sense because I've always had this like chip on my shoulder, you know, where I'm like, everybody's played longer than me, everybody's been better than me, so I end up practicing more, you know.
I see. But right now, are you still studying, or now you're just playing bands or in a band? How does it work? How your schedule right now?
Okay, so we have a band, Skjelsbaek. That's where all of the music I write with my friends that goes there. I moved here, didn't know anyone, and then I joined this band called Mandeville, which had Noah and Ewan, who are now still drummer and rhythm guitarist.
Okay.
And we played together for a year, and then the singer dropped out, and I was like, okay, cool. Do y'all still want to play together? And they were like, yeah, cool. So we started another band called Revival, which then was I did most of the writing there. And then the singer of that band and the bassist of that band, they all both decided to quit. That was like a year ago. And then Maxwell, a really good friend of mine, you and Sam, who was also a bassist, we just had a coffee one day and we were all like, well, why don't we all play together? So we
Yeah.
ended up doing that. But because the singer quit, I was like, we need a singer. So I decided to learn how to sing myself instead,
Amazing.
right?
Wow.
Which has been a journey. It's been, for a long time, I was very, very insecure about my voice, but feel more. I feel good about it now. It's one of those like I think since we write a lot of blues and rock and that type of thing, I think imperfections is actually a good thing and not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's also the fact that I'm really, really good at guitar, right? Which is a different musical skill. And because of that, I'm like, I get annoyed because my vocal ability is not close to my guitar ability. Do you get what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think it's normal for you to have this feeling as you start a new journey as a singer. But I think in the end
Yeah.
of the day, the more you practice, the more you band, I'm sure you kind of gonna get to the right place one point, and this insecurity gonna go away for sure.
Mm.
Amazing.
Well, it's more or less away now. It's singing a cappella is something I don't like doing. But like if I have a guitar, I'm fine doing it now.
Okay, so get your guitar now. Let's sing a cappella a little bit then.
Okay. Ugh.
Yep.
Could you comfort me tonight? As the thoughts I grapple with tighten round my mind, could it be that I'm not what I like? Could it be the tears I never cried? Is that good? Nice.
Amazing. Right. Okay, Daniel. So during the interview, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life and also about your journey so far. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of view?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend, full of random questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just first to relax before the first question. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fine.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to answer, don't want to talk about, always can change, okay?
Mm-hmm.
First question is, when have you been the most happy?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy most of the time, man. It's like I can point to times where I haven't been happy, but I think in general, every single day is pretty good. I got friends and family who love me, and it's like, what more can you want, right?
Do you think happiness is a choice?
Yes, to a certain degree, yes, I do. I think, I don't think being unhappy is a choice, but I think choosing to be happy and grateful is a choice. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Of course, absolutely.
unhappiness is not a choice, but happiness is.
I see. And when you mentioned about some moments in your life that you didn't feel happy, it was about based in personal events or just like overall things that happened in your life?
Well, I had a pretty tough time when I was like 16, 17, multiple reasons. I think a lot of it was just regular 16, 17-year-old stuff. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Um, I moved here to England on my own during COVID, and
Wow.
it was in not the best relationship either at the same time. So for that first half a year of September to December of 2020 was pretty
Wow.
rough, right? Because it's like I moved over here and I didn't have anyone, but also I didn't get the chance to make any friends. Do you get
Yeah.
what I mean? Because it's like it was illegal to like socialize outside of your circle, and I didn't have a circle.
Yeah.
And that was pretty rough. But and at the same time, my grandmother died at the exact same time.
Wow.
So
Regarding that, so do you have siblings as well, or you are the only child?
no, I've got a brother.
Back in
Yeah, he
Norway.
lives here now.
Ah, okay.
So he started studying at the same university.
Next question. Let's do it. Hey, next question is, what are you most passionate about?
I could say like music or basketball or something like that, but I think it's the main thing I'm most passionate about is other people, you
Tell me
know?
about,
So I like seeing other people succeed. That brings me a lot of happiness. So it's like, for example, I love playing basketball, but coaching basketball makes me more happy. I love
wow.
playing music, playing in a band makes me more happy, you know?
Yeah.
Socializing and just seeing people flourish is just great, right?
And how basketball came into your life? How did you start this passion about playing basketball?
Well, I started when I was 9 and I hated it, but my parents were like, "Okay, you have to do some sport. Just do this." And my neighbor, my neighbor's mom was the coach as well. So I was like, and eventually, as I hit puberty, I ended up growing to like 6'4", and I became pretty good, right? And since then, it's just been a part of my life. It's like it's one of those things where it's like I think especially when you're a musician or you're a creative, you have a lot of emotional outlets, but you don't have a physical one. Do you get
Yeah.
what I mean? And I think everybody needs both,
Yes.
right? To have a proper good day or experience, you need to have a physical life outlet and you need an emotional outlet, right? So for me, it's just like whenever I feel bad, I just go play basketball and I get all of those anger or sadness just disappears
And how often do you play basketball?
whenever I can. So if I'm not working on music, I'm playing basketball or I go to the gym. Like
Okay.
I'm a
So when
pretty, it's a pretty simple life. Like I do one of three things all the time.
when was the last time you played basketball?
Yesterday.
It's okay. So quite often then.
And the moment we hang up, I'm gonna go play basketball again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
So,
Next question. Let's do it. Right. So before we start the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being a musician? What do you like the most about it? And the flip side, what do you find most challenging about your career?
well, the thing is, it's pretty recent, but we've been growing on TikTok, our band, and just seeing anyone enjoy the music we
Mm-hmm.
put out. Because for
Yeah.
me, it's like I don't need fame. You get what I mean? I don't. That doesn't interest me. I was an actor when I was a kid back home in Norway, and I was on a TV show that was pretty big when I was
Oh,
12.
oh, wow.
So I already had like a little taste of like just a little bit of fame, and I didn't like it, you know?
Right.
But seeing people, we have a couple people who consistently support us online, people who I don't know, which feels amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, financially, it'd be nice to be able to do it full time. I would love that. But that's to me, that's the goal. I don't need millions. I don't need thousands even. Just like if you can get a middle class life by playing music with your friends, that is the dream. You know what I mean? I don't need anything else.
I see. So tell me a little bit about this time when, as a child, when you were an actor. Tell me a little bit about this journey. Was an opportunity that you had? You were just playing in one show, or how did you
No,
approach it?
the school I went to was right next to the main broadcasting station in Norway. So basically, like BBC studios in London.
Right,
Imagine there's a school next to it, right? So they were doing casting for a show about
right.
about young teen like 12, 13, 14 year olds, and they didn't have enough people coming on audition, so the director just came to our school and just asked, "Hey, does anyone want to come to an audition?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And then I got cast in this show, and then that was kind of did that for 2 years. That
Oh
was
wow.
a bit of a weird one, as a kid. Making money as a 12-year-old was a bit of a. It wasn't a lot by any means, but I was the only one in my friend group who had a job when I was 12, which was
Right,
funny enough.
I see. All right. Next question for you is, what's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
Moving to England.
Wow. And why is that?
Why is that the biggest risk?
Yeah.
I moved here to go all in on music in the middle of a pandemic to a country where I didn't know the culture or any people. I'd say that qualifies as a pretty big risk,
For sure. So
Holy,
before
sorry.
you moved to, no, sorry, before you moved to England, to Liverpool, you never been before. So it was just like first time, on a plane to England. Everything was the first, or you kind of had some knowledge about it.
Well, Liverpool, never been here. I mean, it was horrible, man. We didn't really have COVID restrictions back home in Norway when I moved.
Okay.
And then over here, it was just everywhere, right? And it was a sunny day in Oslo, a beautiful day. And then I remember we got up into the air, and I was like, okay, cool, new beginnings. And then we come in over Manchester, and it's cloudy, it's rainy, it's depressing as hell. I mean, have you been to Manchester Airport?
I've been to Manchester, not airport, but I've been to Manchester already.
Yeah, the airport is it it looks like it hasn't been updated since the 70s. It doesn't look good. It looks and smells bad. And the airport in Oslo it got a renovation like the year before I moved. So everything was new, everything was sparkly, everything was clean. And I felt like I'd moved just like it felt like a dystopian future. It was really weird because, you had the whole COVID thing and you didn't really feel it back home at the time. But then you land
Right.
here and it's just everywhere. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I get your point.
Yeah.
Interesting. Three questions left. Let's do it.
Okay.
Right. Next question is, what is the most romantic thing someone has ever done for you?
Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. I've never been. There hasn't been many. Like it's small things. Like I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years, right?
Ah, got a girlfriend right now.
Yeah, and every single time Christmas or my birthday comes around, it's not a big gesture, right? But it's like, for example, last Christmas, I had told her in July that I was like, oh, I kind of want a pepper shaker. Just like I just said it at some point, and she remembered that
Oh,
until Christmas. You get what
nice.
I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like that's crazy. And
Oh,
it's just small things. It's like, if I'm having a bad day, everything gets dropped immediately, and it's like, okay, let me take care of you. It's
oh, sweet.
I'm not a big believer in like big gestures. It's like small stuff like that that makes it worth it.
And,
You know?
and How did your path cross, if you can share?
We both went to university together.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so your girlfriend is watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? She's watching.
Well, I mean, I could kind of just do that here, but I don't know.
She's watching. She's waiting
Shout
right here.
out Emmy Dash. Listen to Emmy Dash's music is what I would say. So everybody else can hear her because she's incredibly talented.
She's invited for the William the Magic Box. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you her Instagram.
Amazing. 2 questions left. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Danielle, before the next question, tell me 3 names of 3 artists that's always been a big inspiration for you in music. 3 names.
Jimi Hendrix, Kendrick Lamar, and Guns N' Roses.
Okay, so let's pretend that all of them, they are still with us, yeah? One day you're gonna wake up in the morning with 3 missed calls on your phone from those 3 you just mentioned right now. Which one you call back straight away? Which one you send a message? I'll call you back later. And the third one you don't call, you don't send a message, just ignore their call. Tell me.
I'll call Jimi Hendrix back right away. And I'll be
Right.
like, how the hell are you still alive? And why have you called me?
No, let's at the beginning. Let's pretend all of them.
Yeah, they're all alive. They're all alive. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'd call Jimi Hendrix back right away and send a
Okay.
message to Kendrick, and then I'd probably ignore Guns N' Roses.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And growing up, who was your biggest idol, like in the music industry? Do you had any, like growing up, or?
Well, it's like I don't know. I didn't really play music until I was 15. So like you get what I mean? But
Nice.
I mean, my first concert was Green Day when I was like 9 or 12, I think.
Wow. In Oslo?
Yeah, in Oslo. Yeah, we my house in Oslo is not. It's like a 5-minute walk away from the biggest stadium in the country,
Wow.
which would be like there's 3 stadiums in Liverpool that are bigger, but that stadium's the biggest one in our country. And I got to see Green Day, and that was pretty cool. I went with my dad.
And for you having parents from different countries, did you have both language growing up, English and
Yeah.
Norwegian? Yeah.
No, that's why I speak like this, and I don't speak like this. I don't have the Norwegian accent, you know.
You don't? Yeah.
Or I do. Americans can tell, but like most Scandinavians can't tell, you know. I've spoken English with my dad my entire life, and I've spoken Norwegian with my mom. But the funny thing is, my dad he writes books in Norwegian, right? He's an author in Norwegian.
Oh, wow.
So he's probably linguistically the best at Norwegian out of anyone I know.
Oh, wow.
But speaking Norwegian with him feels awful. We never do it. It just feels
Really?
wrong. Yeah.
Really? Why is that? It's just the sound. It's just you feel like a different person talking to you.
Well, okay, so in Norway, basically everyone speaks English, right?
Yeah.
So we never really have to switch. Like once you're like 9 years old in Norway, you speak English, right? So, for example, with my mom, if my American family comes over and visits or we're visiting them, my mom and I will just switch over to English so that everyone can understand.
Of course.
But I've never had to do that with my dad. You know, because 99% of Norway speaks English. So there's never been any point where it's like we're in a conversation and people can speak Norwegian, but they can't speak English. So I've never spoken Norwegian with my dad.
Interesting. Okay. Next question is, if you could sit down with your 13-year-old self, what would you say?
I don't know. Just don't care what other people think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't. I don't know, man. It's like it's one of those things where it's like if 13-year-old me and adult me existed separately, I'd have a conversation. But I think a lot of the mistakes and a lot of the stuff I've gone through has made me who I am, and I wouldn't change it. You know what I mean? Because it's like the lessons you learn from the mistakes you make you a better person, right?
Totally.
So it's like I don't know.
I get your point. You know, I totally get it. And saying that, what's the biggest joy of being Daniel? What do you like the most about being you?
Me?
Yeah.
I really, I really like myself, and I think a lot of people struggle with that,
Right.
right? So I think that's going back to the 13-year-old thing. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff that and mistakes and stupid I did as a kid
Of
that
course.
sort of have made me more content with me, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I think a lot of people struggle with feeling good about themselves, even in
Totally.
like fully like adult age, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Like a lot of people feel bad about being who they are,
Yeah.
and I don't. And I'm very, very, I've sort of realized over the past couple of years, like, that's not a maturing thing. That's not something that happens when you mature. It just happened when I matured, right?
Right. Understand. Last question. Ready?
Hmm?
Last question.
Last question.
How do I say last question in Norwegian?
Siste spørsmål?
Oops. Say that again.
Siste spørsmål?
Siste spørsmål.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good.
Let's do it. Last question is, what is something you wish you could do every single day?
Play guitar and play basketball. Like,
And if you could, let's say that your schedule, let's say your schedule would be you had more time to play more guitar or to play more basketball. You couldn't do both at the same time. Which one do you think you'll do more between both?
guitar.
I see.
Yeah. Well, it's that's what I want to do as a career, It's like I kind of gave up on doing basketball. Like I never really had aspirations of being pro, but I gave up on it when I was like 14 because
Okay.
I'm too small. I'm too short to be a professional basketball player.
How are you?
6'4".
It's quite tall.
No,
Not for basketball.
not for basketball. No, no. Well, I'm not good enough to be a professional at my height, but if I was as good as I am now, but I was like 7'4", then there would be more of a chance, right? But
Okay. Guitar
guitar.
is the top one.
Well,
Guitar.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? With sports, you can get injured and never be able to play again. That's probably not going to happen with music. Because no
Right.
matter what, even if both my hands break, I have my voice. You know? Like, and even if I don't have that, I've got my feet. And if I end up in a situation where I lose my voice and both my hands and both my feet,
Oh my God.
I'm probably not going to like that life anyway. There's other reasons to not really be that happy if that happens.
Okay, you do more music than basketball. I got it.
Yeah.
Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words, just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Yeah.
Let's start with money.
Fame.
Fear.
Performing.
Family.
Marcus.
Life.
That's my brother.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Life.
Good.
Love.
Amy.
Who is Amy? I'm joking.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Okay. Religion.
Bad.
Sex.
Good.
Bad. Good.
Yeah.
Politics.
Oh.
Okay, I'll get that. Friendship.
Friends? That's not that. You can't say friendship and friends. I don't know. Home.
Okay. Desire.
Sex.
Regret.
Nothing really.
Okay.
Yeah.
No regrets. Success.
Musician.
Okay. Wish.
Musician.
Happiness.
Guitar.
One word for music.
One word for music.
Yeah.
Emotion.
One word for Liverpool.
Grimy.
I never heard this word before. Grimy. I like that. What that means?
Like dirty but cool.
You made my day. I learned something new.
Uh,
One word for Oslo.
Clean.
One word for Norway.
Beautiful.
Guitarist. One word.
Jimi Hendrix. No, Jimi Hendrix.
Okay. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your brother Marcos for a coffee, and I'm going to ask him, define Daniel in one positive and one negative word only, what he would say.
I think it's a confident if for both.
Okay. If I would ask the same question to your girlfriend, would be the same answer?
I would, yeah.
Right. Right, let's play now Daniel in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. You can ask me a question now, Daniel.
Have you checked out the band before you did the?
Good question. Honestly, I didn't, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why I didn't. When I invite people here on the show, I tend to not look into their work too much or into their career, because I like to get to know them during the interview.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason. But for sure I will. And just yes, I'll get it. So I'll see your live TikTok lives. I'd like to see you perform on your live on TikTok. How often do you go live? Is it like a schedule or just when you feel like?
Nah, I just do it when I have like 2 hours to spare.
I see. And to just go there and play live your guitar and to kind of interact with people.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool.
To interact with fans or people, friends. Yeah.
And right now, what's the name of your band right now? Because you changed it. So what's the latest one?
Skjelsbaek, which is my last name.
Okay.
Skjelsbaek.
And if you could define your band in one word, what that would be?
Amazing.
All right. Very confident. Now I got it. It's about being confident. I love that. Right.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, what is he talking about? Did you enjoy the interview?
Realistic. I'm not being confident. It's just objectively true. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I got the message straight away. Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, this is fun.
Thanks again. Thanks for taking the time for the interview. Thanks for being so kind and accepting the invitation. And before you go, Daniel, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by. In Norwegian. I'm joking.
In Norwegian. Oh.
I'm joking.
Just do what makes you happy and don't do stuff that doesn't make you happy. Most people are unable to do that, and that's how easy happiness is. You know?
That's so true. Yeah.
If you just not ignore it, but just, if I don't want to go to a party, I just say no and I don't go, or like, if I want to go play basketball, which I'm going to do right now, I do that, right?
Okay. Amazing. Thanks again. Regards to your family and friends, and keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Enjoy your basketball. Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.